So, Dad, what are we doing today?
We're going to Universal City.
And what are we going to find there?
Lots of people.
Oh, yeah, that. And Harry Potter.
Well, Harry Potter,
Yeah.
of course.
I think this has to be the thickest fog I've ever seen in Florida. Speed limit out here is 55, but I'm not going that fast. Not with this kind of fog. Holy cow, I thought it was going to be a good idea to come to Universal today. Look at this. The lines are going to be so long. Any Harry Potter fans? It's a perpetual watching of other people do selfies and talk to their cameras. She's using multiple cameras. Holy cow, the train is impressive. And snow in Florida. Amazing. Just had dinner at Emerald's. Wow, good. So, we made it back. And a couple of thoughts about Universal Studios in Orlando, or Universal in Orlando. And one is that you gotta be prepared to walk. We spent 2 days there, and oh my God, my feet are killing me. And, you know, but I guess that's to be expected. But my dad said something which, you know, made me think a little bit. He says, you know, why don't they offer some sort of shuttle service around? And I thought to myself, okay, I was in New York, and I took this red bus thing. I think it was called Gray Line or something like that, but it was this bus that basically in Manhattan took this route around to different points of interest, and you got on and off. You could just stand there and wait at one of their stops, and there'd be another one by in 10 minutes or so. And you paid one price. It was like, I don't know, 30 bucks for a day. And as you're going, they tell you things about the area and stuff like that. And then they drop you off if you want to be dropped off, or you can just do the full tour around. But you drop off, you do a little shopping, and come back on with your shopping bags, whatever, and continue on. And it may be a different bus, but they just keep going in the circle. And so you can always get on wherever, or get off wherever you got on at. And so I was mentioning this to my dad, and he's like, well, why doesn't Universal do that? And, you know, it would be a really fabulous idea. And one of the things that comes to my mind, though, and this is my business mind talking, is that it doesn't pay to offer extra services above and beyond you know, a certain point. You see, we pay to get into the park, and you pay an exorbitant amount of money. It's really, really expensive. So my father, with having my wife and I have, you know, annual passes, and my father had to pay quite a bit of money. I mean, it was a couple $100 to get in for 2 days, and you know, it's not as expensive as Disneyland, and it's more expensive than Busch Gardens and SeaWorld, but still a lot of money. I think that, so he was like, okay, let's put in a shuttle bus. But the problem is that, you know, people are paying this fee, and then they are, you know, it's kind of a one-time fee, and they would have to add an add-on fee, like, you know, people who don't want to walk fee. And the fact is that I don't know that the economics would allow it, nor does the setup of the whole place allow it. Having big buses go through, yeah, not so much. The Harry Potter train, the train that goes in between the two parks, disappointing. They say it's in itself, it's a ride or whatnot. Very disappointing. Just, you don't need to do that. If you're using it for transportation, fine. but it's not a ride in itself. We did go up into Harry Potter with that dragon and everything. That dragon does breathe fire. We were there a couple of times. We only saw it happen once. We happened to be standing almost right under it, and the heat was pretty intense. It was really cool. And then we did, I don't know, there's probably about, I probably only did about 20% of the shows and rides. And some of them were really good. Transformers was pretty awesome. E.T. actually was really awesome. That was more of a kiddie thing, but we really enjoyed it. And very unique perspective on a kind of an adventure storytelling ride. And then Disaster, that was okay until the very end, which really made it, good, but the whole experience up to that point was really just Twister, forget it. Don't even go into that. Transformers was really awesome, and then the main one up in the castle, the Harry Potter one. I can't even remember the name. Forbidden something, and that one was excellent. We waited 2 hours in line for it, and it was excellent. I'm glad I did it. Would I want to wait 2 hours for it? Hell no. Oh my God, that was part of the problem, is standing on your feet so much. And so there's a lot of things. Some of the things that we saw, I saw one that was as high as a 150-minute wait. If you don't know how long that is, that's 2.5 hours. 2.5 hour wait for this Mayhem one. And so another piece of advice: don't go during their blackout periods. I happen to know that this was a blackout date because when we looked to get our annual passes, it was a little bit cheaper if we got the blackouts, stuff that we had blackouts, but we knew that we'd be having family in town and everything, and so we didn't want to do that. But blackout dates are for a reason, and it's because it's so busy. So we went during the period in between Christmas and New Year's, and it was, let's just say, oh my God, insane amount of people, absolutely insane. And so you want to go on a cold, rainy day. You get right on everything. You just have to bring a rain jacket, but you get right on everything. One thing about Florida, even when it's rainy, it's typically still warm. So the cold, rainy days are far and few between, actually. Anyway, the only other thing that came into my mind is the insane amount of people taking selfies. And I mean, it was all over the place, and it was starting to piss me off because there's all these people everywhere, and people stop right in front of you, go to take a selfie. At least when I'm holding my camera and I'm talking to it while I'm in there, I guess I look more natural now, like, oh, he's just taking a selfie. But it was really, really crazy. I got to the point where I stopped caring whether or not I was getting into somebody's shot. And because there was so many people trying to take pictures of themselves in there, that it was just incredible. And then there's the people with the poles. Have you seen those? It's like they got their cell phone out on a pole and they're able to take a selfie that way. Or they got their GoPro out on a pole. And these are all things that I was doing, when I started my YouTube channel. And it was, I guess, a part of a necessity to get some stuff done. But the fact is that when you're in a crowded environment, forget it. Absolutely insane, and I don't want to ever go when it's that busy again. Universal is great, but I don't want to go when it's that busy. Anyway, hope you had fun on that little journey with me. And so, till next time, take care.